Okay. She's finished anyway. Came out really nice. We got the wooden handles on. And yeah, came out really, really good. Look at that. We used the red bottom. We upgraded the red sticker, and yeah, she's working good. We'll turn her on a little bit, but yeah, everything's these are the red. They're not really a full bottom you get from Coffee Sensor, but they're they're a rim that just goes around the base, which is nice. So everything is open still under here. That's the only thing, but everything came out good. I got the white switch on. It matches really nice because it's just a little off-white and older, so that looks really good. So yeah, she came out nice, Miss Candido. Kind of classic and simple with the red bottom. And then we used the Musa. These were the first two handles I got from them. I think right when they first started. I can't say that for sure, but they just got going, so I always like to support some of these. Came out nice. They're so smooth, and yeah, it kind of just matches all the classics. So the only thing I did too was it had the metal bottom, and I removed that little. Some people think that's asbestos that was on there. I'm not sure, but anyway, I got rid of it and then cleaned it really good, and then took a piece of rubber from an old base and glued that down. So that's pretty good. So I wanted to adapt that under there, but with the rim, it's a little too big if you get one of those. The little rim is a little much, so either I'm going to need to grind this down a little bit, maybe here, but I think I might first try just to bend it up slightly, so that way it'll be a little less long, but we'll see if that goes. But anyway, that's the only thing. And what do you want, Freddie? That's the cat, Freddie. He wants something, probably a treat, but Uta gives him treats, not me. So yeah, Miss Candido came out really, really good. And what do I got here? See, this is the tuxedo cat, Freddie. Hi, I'm Freddie. Okay, go on now. So that came out really, really nice. And then we have a couple other projects going on that we're going to do too. And one of them is Simplicity that we already did. But I got a couple extra things from Coffee Sensor for Simplicity here. Let's move that baby over. And she's doing good, but she has the nice brass portafilter. But I got two of these because these little crossbars I'm going to upgrade. I don't have to upgrade, but they're going to look good because they're the brass ones from Tudor. I got a little package from Tudor, really nice. Thing about some of the other ones I've gotten is Tudor's has slots for screwdrivers so you can tighten them. I have the ones on Miss Candido don't have any slots, so you can only get them like your finger tight. So anyway, these are nice. I'm going to upgrade that so it's nice and shiny. So that's a cool thing. And then he also has these that came in the mail from Tudor. Let's see what they are. I should have maybe opened these first, but I didn't. Let's rip this open. He wraps things really good so they don't get tweaked. In shipping, because you just never know what's going to happen to that box once it's going. Those things fly everywhere, so just remember that. And let's just rip it. Yeah, there we go. Wow, these are nice. So I got one of these from them too. They're a lot better quality than the original. And yeah, so that way we'll have this will be shiny. These will be shiny. And then the rest is old, so that's going to look really, really good. And then, the only other little detail that's shiny is the little screw right here. I can lift it, but there's a little screw right there that is also shiny. It's a shiny brass one, so that's going really good. So that's our projects there. We have all kinds of little repair projects. This is really just a little upgrade. This is still my favorite machine. I use this one actually every single day. Works just as good as any. No pressure gauge, nothing needed. Classic 2-switch. I recently just switched the switch I put in when we made it, which was new, went out fast. So I got a couple budget switches, so I don't know. Anyway, but this is the machine I really use every day. Simplicity is actually works like a dream. It's a charm of a machine, so don't worry about all your upgrades. If you like them, do them. I mean, I've done them. I get through the pressure gauges and some things, so no worries about that. So that's pretty cool. It's always a good idea to move these separately. How many times you lift your machine, all that goes flying. But anyway, so that's good. So we'll just move this baby out of the way. Okay, and then we have, this was our really nice machine we made. It works really good. I had to do a little bit of a tune-up on it because of the, the only thing I ever had was a tiny leak here, but I just needed to tighten that up because that's the valve seal. Oh, excuse me. And then here's the other bad part right here is the glass started leaking out of here. Some water dripping. So I tightened this, but when you do that, you can hear glass crunching. So I figured I'd boof the sight glass inside when I put it in was a little stiff, and then I had to push it down. So I think it always had a little crack, and over the times I've been using it, it started leaking. So I do have a new tube. I got to clean it out. It has a little tiny white spot in it, but so I do have a tube I still had left over. So that's the other project I need to do, is switch that over for the new tube. So we have a bunch of little projects going on. This Candida looks really good, doesn't it? Yeah. So this baby's been, I just put this on the shelf for a little while because I've been running some Simplicity and then my other older machine too. So this is pretty good. The pressure profiler, I could get it up to 9, but in a real coffee making situation, I would kept striving for that, but I don't think that was really the right philosophy, is to see how you pull on your other machines and try to copy that and see where you're at is really the way to go. And classically, it's like 5 or 6, and that is really the better coffees. And I know everybody is trying to get that 9 or 10, but you can achieve it. But I don't think it's really the way you should go. I think that actually this machine's a little different. Everyone's using perhaps a philosophy that isn't. But I really like this machine, and I'm going to do that and get this one back going. I really like all the pressure gauges because they just look cool, that's it. It's kind of like one of those old scooters with all the different mirrors on it. But anyway, so that's pretty darn good, and we're going to do that. So yeah, we have all these little projects going. Yeah, I also got some other good things from Tudor that you're going to like. And oh, there it is on Etsy, my little button. But if you ever do a cap, you have to remove the cap, and you've seen it. And I have a couple cap machines. We're probably going to have to this year do a cap project. They could be the hardest one, but maybe not. But anyway, this is the cap element. It screws down. They can be hard to get off, or they come out easy. This one actually was redone once, but look, one of the pegs kind of wasn't done that good. So I'm going to send it back over again, and hopefully they can redo it one more time. But also in this one, they got the tops too long. So they were, hitting the metal plate inside when she screwed things down too, even though it had the thing. So anyway, this one's going back over. But what Tudor made, because when you remove these are the locking ring on those caps, which isn't the same as the 3-screw. So Tudor has these now. If you take yours off with the cap, go order one of these for sure, because the thing like this you take off isn't as good a quality. It's never going to go back on. It just, the threads they're weird. There's something about them, but they won't thread back on, and they won't hold anything secure. Yeah, so get one of these. And what I did with these when I took the original ones off, and these are the replacement, is I just made this out of a little PVC adapter. Drill some holes. They like to be about midway. Don't make them, if it's a tall thing, make them closer, because then you have a better. But it just fits in like that. And then you can put your bar and unscrew these or screw them on tighter. And I have the big tool I bought from Stefano just because I do a lot of them. But these things work good too. You can make your own tool. But if you do a cap, order one of these from Coffee Sensor, because he made them, and it's going to make everything work better. You're going to be able to tighten your base to your boiler. And I have 2 of them, so we're going to do 2 cap projects. I think one on the steam whistle, because it was all white and weird. And then I have one other one we're going to do too that I know I barely got on. So yeah, that's going to be pretty darn cool. And that's our other project. So we got all that going on. We were going to make use the solar water heater, but I don't know if it's going to get sunny enough. It's got a little bit stormy today. There's been some pretty big waves, kind of unruly, not necessarily the funnest surfing waves. They got a little too big and a little too unruly, but otherwise, yeah. The day's going nice, and yeah, we made a chocolate cake yesterday, but we ate most of it all down already, or I'd show you some of it. It was really good, dark chocolate, not real sweet, and yeah, great little espresso cake. But so that's what's going on. I'm going to do We're going to do that solar water heater, though I think I'm going to use a different machine. I have a surprise on that. So we got all these projects going, and I also had a fancy top, but I'm going to show you that next time because now there's all these little projects to do, and that's going to be pretty fun. So Miss Candido's going, and we'll plug her in, and we'll do a little show about her operating. And then I'll go ahead and finish putting the sight glass in over here that I kind of boofed and cleaned it out, and then we have the cool stuff for simplicity that's going to make it look really kind of fancy. But anyhow, there we go.